Hi guys, and welcome to this Stevie Ray Vaughan course. Now, we're going to be going through a variety of different Stevie Ray sounds, and we're going to be, of course, looking at his soloing approach. We're also going to be looking at how to create these kind of 12-bar sounds, the kind of riffs, the rhythm, the patterns. We're going to be doing everything, basically, to do with Stevie Ray Vaughan. And it's a lot to cram into a kind of course because, you know, there's a hell of a lot going on in his playing, and a lot of it is very fast, it's very aggressive, and there's loads to learn. So we're going to get started in this lesson by going over this solo. Okay, so the solo that we're looking at is a typical kind of Pride and Joy style solo. So it's quick and it's non-stop. Okay, so we're going to break it down into the different licks and then take it from there. So you see I've got this lovely cool strat here, which is really going to help us kind of get this Stevie Ray Vaughan tone. So let's just go through this and we'll start with lick 1. So lick 1 sounds like this. Okay, so let's just take you through that, shall we? We're in the key of E for this whole thing. Okay, now with Stevie Ray Vaughan it would probably have been E flat because he typically plays very heavy strings tuned down a semitone, but we're going to do it all in E for the benefit of everyone else in the world that just use standard tuning. And basically, the whole thing is based around the minor pentatonic, pretty much, apart from the odd exception where we blend in the major pentatonic, specifically the major third. And I'll talk you through that in a second. But basically, the lick starts in the pentatonic shape 2 and 1 in E minor. So you've got your E minor pentatonic shape 1, which is here, in that open position. And you've got shape 2 right next door. So make sure you can visualize these shapes. So we're going to kick off by just semitone sliding from the third and second on the G and the B string up a semitone. Okay, and we're going to pick these two notes 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you're going to hear a lot of me saying 3 because this whole thing is kind of triplet based, so it's all kind of bouncy, and we're going to be counting 3 a lot. Okay, so you'll start to get used to that kind of sound and that vibe. Now, basically, that semitone slide just moves us into that pentatonic shape 2. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's still a bar of 4/4, but we're kind of splitting it up into those little 3s there. Okay, and that's all downstrokes with the plectrum, and it should be quite aggressive. Okay, so you're really attacking that sound. Okay, then at that point what we're going to do is we're going to take this note here, the 4th fret of the G string, and we're going to quickly slide it down to the 2. Okay, that's a grace note slide, that's extremely quick. Then pull off, then down to the 2nd fret of the D string. Okay, and at that point we're going to hammer on to the G string 1st fret. Okay, now that is your major third. So if you think of your E major or E7 chord, that's your major third from it. Okay, and that's a very typical bluesy thing to do, to actually, as well as playing in the minor pentatonic, using notes from the major as well, especially this major third. Okay, so as soon as we've hammered on that, so we've just done this grace note slide down, pull off, hit the 2, hammer on. Then we're going to do the high E string and then the low E string. Okay, and you'll have noticed with my hand I've put myself in a kind of E major chord. Even though it doesn't say it on the tab, I've just put myself in that chord because that's really what we're suggesting by doing that. So just in case you do accidentally go and, you know, slightly strum the chord, you've got the right chord on there. Okay, so that lick all together sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 4 times. Then slide. Okay. Again. Okay. So that's lick number 1. Okay, so take your time with that. Then, in your classic Stevie Ray Vaughan fashion, for lick 2, we jump all the way up the other end of the guitar. And you're going to see this a lot. We're either playing down here or up here. There doesn't really seem to be too much middle ground, especially when you're playing in E when it comes to Stevie Ray Vaughan, okay? So we're going to jump up here to the 5th pentatonic shape. So up here in E, pentatonic shape 5, okay? And I'm going to grab the 12th fret on the B string and the 10th fret on the E string. And I'm going to, again, semitone slide. So the same idea, okay? So we're just doing in threes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so exactly the same thing as we did down here, okay? Before jumping over to the pentatonic shape 1 in E minor. Okay, and we're going to jump to this part here. So we're going to go. Okay, so what we've got there is we're going to semitone slide again into this 12th fret on the B string, and then flatten that finger, and then play the 12 on the E string. So we get. Then we're going to go back again to that 12th fret on the B string. Okay. Then we're going to grab the 15th fret of the B string and bend it up. Just a little kind of quarter bend, so not very much, just slightly touch it up. Little blues curly bend. And then I'm going to come back to the 12th fret of the E string and then 12th fret of the B string. So again, we count in 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we repeat that again. And again. Okay? So that second half of that lick 2 is. Okay? So you can see I'm rolling over with that first finger a lot to make sure that I get a nice clear sound there. Okay? So lick 2 altogether is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So you've got lick 1 and lick 2. And what I'll do is we'll come over to the ultimate drum machine and we'll start at a nice steady, let's go down to something along the lines of 60 BPM. Let's see how quick that is. And I'm going to play these 2 licks at this speed, okay? What I want to make sure I'm doing is as aggressive as possible with my right hand. So especially for those kind of parts, I want to do all downstrokes, okay? So it sounds like this. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll do it again, but we'll slow it down even more. So we'll go down to 50 BPM. 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Up high, 5. Okay, so there you have it. There's lick 1 and 2, pentatonic shape 1 and 2 down here, and then 5 and 1 all the way up here. So make sure you're always attributing it to the scale, and remember that we're also using that major third from the major chord as well to give it an extra bluesy feel.